Hello and welcome to my stream today, where I will finally return to Girls Frontline, which has been a few weeks. Come on, why is my avatar not visible? Come on. There we go. It has been a few weeks for the simple reason that there have been other happenings and goings on that needed. Well, not a few weeks, I guess, 1 week. Because last week we did the poker stream, so I shifted some stuff around. But hey, we're back now. I should definitely unmute the game. That would probably help. There we go. But yeah, today we shall continue Singularity, where, as far as I remember, we finished the entire second chapter, so we can just jump right into the third. So I do want to check real quick whether or not that's actually the case. I don't want to accidentally miss anything. Now this position is definitely wrong because I do know... or did I finish that one path? Did I do these missions? The minor pieces draw? Let me check. Let me check. I think we have not done this one yet. Yeah, no, I don't think we have. Doo-dum, dum, dum. Or maybe we have? Pen. Imagine remembering something that was 2 weeks ago. Most of the time I do, but at the moment, apparently I don't. Let me just see. Come on. There we go, videos. Oh, shit. Thanks. Recent broadcasts. When was the last time we were playing? 14 days ago. So it was 2 weeks ago, actually. Actually, no. Yeah, it was 2 weeks ago. We just skip to the very end and see which mission we did. This one, seemingly. We did do this one. Okay. So, we jump straight into Chapter 3. Hey, a fish. There's nothing loot here. You come to the wrong place for that one. This might be a gacha game, but actually, I can't really say that there's nothing loot in this game, considering certain... let me show you what I mean. Considering certain... skins. Slash damage bars. That's the wrong button. Look at the shoulder reveal, that's very loot. Fish, you must have seen what I just shown, so yeah. So, here we are in the Chapter 3 of the Singularity event. As you can see, it's not as long as the other two chapters. By the way, there's arguably worse skins. That is not tame in terms of this game, but there's some worse ones. Like there's a very specific one for CZ75 that is... Yep, it exists. Anyway, let's jump in over here at the beginning of Chapter 3 of Singularity. Now, for the people that have not played this, slash seen us play it, as long as you are having fun, that's what counts, I don't really care for the loots much. But yeah, for the people that have not seen or us play through the game or have seen Singularity themselves, or played the game themselves or seen me play through it, we are currently In a military special operation that is contracted the Griffin Kruger PMC, which we work for, to help out, to eliminate a existential threat to humanity, which is Sanguis Ferry. Sanguis Ferry being a manufacturer of dolls, which is basically robot and AI-powered machine girls. However, during this joint operation, the military has betrayed us and started going after us instead. Accusing the Kruger, the leader of the PMC and the owner of the PMC, to be a criminal, and has basically started eliminating all T-dolls on site, which is not good for us. So, we're just trying to fight our way out. Wake up and fall. We're about to begin the operation. That's, by the way, only a very basic explanation, but, you know, it's fine. Also, it's entirely possible that we finish Singularity today. At which point, it is immediately followed up by my favorite event, Continuum Turbulence. How long was I asleep? 2 hours. Dawn just broke and the military is about to fully mobilize. What about NG? AK-12 just finished creating a new signal blockade and NG sending a transmission. She said she'd ask her superiors for support. They're not likely to show up now that it's come to this, are they? I've never held out the hope for any support. 9. Status report. The others and I have deployed dummies to keep an eye on the key sectors. The military's armored units are making the push. Armored units, huh? Let's see what NG comes up with first. I've already found several reports related to the OGAS support system in the servers, and I can provide basic speculation about their goals. You know that speculation can't be used as evidence. Without proof, we can't get approval to open an investigation. But you should have guessed the objective already. If we don't stop them now... I understand. The committee members are already displeased with our actions, but so far nobody is willing to come forward and handle the matter. Are they still choosing to cover their asses at this juncture? After the war, everyone with high-level command authority was shunned. There's a great deal of internal resistance to joining the Pan-European Alliance, and a whole new round of reshuffling might begin soon. The Ministry of Internal Affairs can't just casually stick their nose into the matter. A new round of purges, you mean? In any case, without orders from the highest authority, a direct conflict with the military is treasonous. I've already asked the Minister to put pressure on the Prime Minister, but I haven't heard back from him yet. And so our units on the outside still have their hands tied. I'm afraid so. Chief, you don't understand how serious this is. If they get their way, it won't be a simple matter of reshuffling. I understand. Oh. That's why our mission is still on the way. I can't stop the regular army by myself. I can't create a miracle with just a few T-dolls. It's already made the papers. At the very least, they don't have the authority to transfer the 4 main divisions from the Overseas Cluster Command yet. And the Air Force is still on our side. According to the info I've received, the forces in the contested area are primarily the autonomous units which aren't bound to the regulatory treaty. Still have a chance. I ask again for permission to execute the final plan. We're running too great a risk here. Even if we can't gather more evidence, this is the one time we can't let them have their way. No. If the fact that we bombed an operational area was exposed, the West will think that there's internal unrest in the country. It is a very dangerous message to send. Is this really the time to worry about how we're perceived? This is a sensitive period for the talks. We can't give our opponents any excuses to use. The Recon Squadron will assess the overall situation. We haven't reached that step yet. Do your best to wreck this scheme by normal means. Over. Easier said than done. AK-12. What's up? Take stock of our usable resources. Track the military signal as best you can. We've got a hard fight ahead of us. Understood. I'm on it. 45. Your orders? While I don't really want to do this, monitor all signals that M41 sends and receives. Pay particular attention to hidden transmissions on level 2. So you finally decided to use her as bait. If we can't deal with the military, we'll deal with masterminds. I don't know why, but Mastermind seems very interested in M4. Well, I don't usually question your orders. If we destroy Masterminds, I only lead to finding the prime mover behind all of this will vanish. You know what that implies for us. I understand. I'll try my best to avoid that outcome. Also, I have to apologize if my voice is a bit raspy and wrong today. It's just the way it is. Click. 416 and the others have spotted a Sangless unit near our position. Should we attack? How should we handle this, Angie? Treat it as warm-up, then we'll need a clear field to work with. Basically... Oh boy, that's a surprising amount of firepower they bring to the table here. Destroy all enemy units. Hi, Pat. Destroy all enemy units. While there's fiends on the field. I don't like this. Left 10. I don't know how the game expects me to deal with them. I do have a squad that can kill them before they blow up in my face. That doesn't mean that I want to do that. Basically, these black round things are flying around here. They're suicide drones. They run straight into you, explode, and cost you a lot of health. Very bad. So I am a bit concerned here. I mean, the Sangless units are the normal ones are entirely fine. They're not a big deal. Okay. Can't go through this tunnel. The enemy, I mean, not us. Okay. Very good, very good. Just need to do something real quick. Now let's turn this on to increase our fighting capabilities here. Let me just put down... Yeah, this squad. This squad is fine. Now, all of these units should actually start moving now, which is concerning. Oof. This is going to be difficult. Actually, that worked fairly alright. I expected that to be a lot harder, not gonna lie. Not going to lie there. Let's capture ourselves some more helipods. I don't think using the rifle squad there is going to be a good idea. Let me spawn another squad over here. End the turn. My prediction, this guy will run into this guy will run into this squad. He might go over to the right instead, but he did not. Well, I know that this squad is capable of taking out the bombs. I'm not so sure about the other one. Because they have a lot of health. Okay. Okay, worked out. Just barely, but it did. Next up, kill the next bean. This squad can actually shred them without even moving the dolls. That's actually very nice. Very nice indeed. Okay. No damage taken. Very good, very good. Anyway, how is everyone doing today? While we're just going through this mission. I'm gonna... Actually, no. I'm gonna go the extra mile here. Is there a limit? Doesn't seem like there's a limit on squads. That squad up there should just run straight to my machine gun squadron, basically eliminating itself from ever existing. Which is very good for us. Because this squad has a lot of damage output. Very good, very good. Now we have to fight two beans again. This one is fine. Very good. Now the second one where we actually have to do some managing in the battlefield. Kills, we can't have you stand there, we need to move. Got home like 20 minutes ago from work, so yeah, the working late vibes. I see. I hate working late myself. Sometimes you have to, and I get it, but man, don't like doing it. Ha! We did not kill everyone, I think. There was still enemies left, I think. The place is as messy as ever. Any other investor would be lamenting the waste of his capital if he saw the state of your lab. But you're my investor, and you'll thank me for spending all the money on the cutting edge. What took you so long? Still can't see how you didn't waste my money. And as you know, shaking off all the eyes on me took a lot of doing. I take it the people on the other end are too busy fighting to talk, right? Edgy needs more leads and evidence, and I want to know the truth about Lyco. What do you already know? I saw Lyco died. He was dead by the time Eliza was activated. Shot by one of our dolls. He was going to destroy a document titled OGAS System Reactivation Report, or something like... Mr. Javier, what exactly is the aim of reactivating the OGAS system? What did you and Carter do in 2032? Griffin and the 6th Directorate were both played for fools. Carter's a very smart man. It was no coincidence he rose from a lowly officer to a general. Regarding what happened over 30 years ago, all I can tell you is that we worked together back then to foil the rebels' plan to detonate a secret installation near Minsk. A secret installation? OKB-413. That's the damned codename for the relic site. The relic? Carter was in charge of seizing the target, and I led the engineers in disarming it. That facility was specially built on top of the relic site in order to test and calibrate Pike. It used the unit node of OJS for its processing. I remember OJS. It was a cutting-edge network framework that was used by the former Soviet Union in the 80s for this nationwide automated system. Correct, but the prototype was probably even older than that. The equipment and the system plants were both excavated from the relic site. Well, this was just a conjecture on my part. Given how advanced that thing was, I'm thinking that it must have been some sort of automated control system for life support within the relic site. While carrying out the mission, the rebel troops even tried to overload the Pike system in order to cause greater damage. Although the entire system only activated for a moment, it's more like an ignition. However... The relic site emitted a high-energy signal in response to the ignition, and if I hadn't been there, I would have thought that the entire relic site had exploded just by looking at the instruments. So the relic was activated. For just a moment. Carter led his assault team in seizing the control room. Right after shutting down Pike, we cut all the cables, and that was the end of the OGS system in that sector. It was just a moment, but I'm sure Carter will never forget it. So the military aim is to... I'm sure you've already guessed it by now, Angie. How do you know I was here? The moment I came through the door, Persica opened the secret channel to you. Petty tricks like these are useless against me. Old fox. But going by what you said, things are worse than I expected. Yes, that's why I came here. To the military, World War III was forcibly terminated, and the government now wants to form a coalition government, fraternizing with their former enemy. This is nothing short of betrayal of those military men who lived through the war. Therefore, the political aim is to activate the relic and drag the world back into another Cold War. Remember the phrase mutually assured destruction? Absolutely disgusting. But what does this have to do with Lyko? Why do you have to kill him? The Pike system was completely abandoned after the 1983 Geneva Convention, while the OJS support system was sealed away as top secret. Why do you think Singularity would use OJS-based protocol as a control basis? How on earth did Lyko get his hands on such heavily classified technology? Think about it. The group that was related to the relics that you were both involved in. Yes, Mighty Wish. I already figured that out. So you're not stupid after all. They didn't go after you and Lyko not only because they didn't dare throw their weight around in front of me, but also because they were probably exploiting the fact that Lyko had a disagreement with you and started taking his research in a different direction. If my guess is correct, they secretly delivered the OGAS system to Lyko's hands, and Lyko figured out how to activate it. But after learning the truth, he locked it down somehow so nobody else could activate it. Then, someone got the idea that if Lyko managed to find a way, then he could do it too. At that point, Lyko no longer had any value to them. At the same time, the military needed a plausible reason to force Sangospheri into disarray, which would give them a chance to recover the OGAS system. That resulted in Operation Butterfly. But then why didn't they recover the OGAS support system back then? What if they couldn't bring it back, or it would have been pointless to seize it at the time? The culmination of Lyko's research, Eliza, had only just been activated at the time. Both the military and 90 Wish were waiting for the key to mature. They didn't just want to activate OJS, they needed OJS to activate itself. And who better than a self-learning AI? With that, your superiors would have no excuse to step in, Angie. I'll contract the chief right away. Don't underestimate your leadership, Angie. If I could think of it, they could think of it too. The old Mishas in the old KGB didn't give Zelensky his position just because he was good at randomly arresting demonstrators and thieves. Just that politics is sometimes more dangerous than bullets. They need an excuse and a catalyst. You mean the best way to put out a large oil fire is to create an even bigger explosion beside it. Extinguishing a fire by depriving it of oxygen. I know that, but how should I do it? The chief already denied me permission to carry out the bombing plan I put forward. Ah, the beauties of Party Finder. What are you doing, Classic? How he didn't miss you. What's going on? Why are you in Party Finder? There are some things they can't do in their position. However, brainless people such as myself are perfectly suited for use as triggermen. Extreme trial. Ah, that's fair. That is entirely fair. I'm gonna guess that your party doesn't want to do it then. Like, together and stuff. Or they want to focus on getting P8S done? With the yes. One of the dudes was like, he's out of time or something. Well then why join a blind prog group? Come on, man. Given your connections, surely the chief wouldn't use you as a tool, right? I really couldn't say. They just threw the boss of a PMC in jail. Locking an arms manufacturer up with him isn't too much extra work. If you keep beating around the bush, I won't deflate tires for you anymore. Yes, yes, my dear. I'll get to the point. What I want to say is that I can provide you support because I am a patriot. What can you give me? I can give you an explosion bigger than anything you can imagine, but the price is an increased likelihood of your death. I've already died once. And if you don't die, you'll be damned as a traitor for the rest of your days. That's much harder to bear than simply dying, my dear. Angie. I accept. I will pay any price to stop them. Very good. Then I'll think of a way to airdrop it to you. What is it? Something more powerful than an airstrike that can be deployed via airdrop. Don't tell me. Yes, that's it. Once you get it, you can let your imagination run wild. If I use that, I'm pretty sure that being branded as a traitor will be the happiest ending I can hope for. Is that what you meant by a catalyst and an excuse? A perfect one, don't you think? Cat will have a hell of a time trying to explain that away. You are way more devious than I imagined. My head swells when a young lady praises me. Oh yes, I have another request. I'm very interested in learning how OJS was reactivated, so do your best to bring Lyko's work back. It would be a shame to destroy her with the military. I would also like you to bring her back. That's Lyko's final work. I can guarantee that they will not get her. As for bringing her back, you'd better pray for me. Yeah. Foreshadowing, my friends. Foreshadowing. I also just got a... I also just got a unique drop for this map. I'm pretty sure. Hang on. Yep. Not very useful, but, you know, hey. One thing was hacking hilarious. There's a big raid damage incoming, and the first time everybody but tanks die. So you're just standing there, I was like, what? Well, second time it took less than 20% damage. Did you mitigate it, or what happened? What? Anyway, last resort 2. After we shuffle some stuff around. Merge some guns into HS50. Whole party dump mitigation. Ah. Nope, wrong button. Also wrong button. Give me a moment. I'm not good at navigating these menus because I'm so used to navigating them in a specific way for that call-up event that's currently running. But yes, yes. Still there, 15? We've wiped out the remaining Sanguis units around us. Good, how are you in for? Ready for my next mission anytime. I need you to go wait for an airdrop package. Pick it up and protect the contents. Pull the lever, TV. Wrong lever. Yippee. So you're using an airdrop. I'm guessing your plan is to using the stuff inside for some nasty business. You know me too well. I want you to take your team and move with AR-15 and the others. Hold on to the items from the airdrop. Roger. 9, call everyone back. I'm guessing you're going to give us an even more screwed up mission. You lucked out this time. You and A94 are staying with me to find a way to delay the military's armored units. Wow, we're so lucky. It'll be a piece of cake! Ladies, you bear my grudges against... I know you bear my grudges against enemies. But if you complete this mission, perhaps we might be able to put an end to the dark fate that binds us all. Therefore, I want everyone to work hard and come back alive. Well, why didn't you say something? If this is the idea of a pep talk, it sucked. Well, I've never been good at being inspirational. We'll carry out our orders even without the inspiration. After all, we have can't speak. We each have our reasons of our own. Am I right, you two from the AR team? Doesn't matter. Just give me my assignment. As for reasons. The sooner we finish our work, the sooner we can get out of here. As to whether or not we can do it, that's up to you, Angie. I'll carry out any order from my commander. Then let's get started. I'll buy you all around when you get back. Yeah. By the way, Angie is the best. Now, doesn't this just look amazing? Can dolls get drunk? I don't... Actually, maybe? Actually, yes, they have to. Oh, okay. What is it? By the way, to explain the command structure there, all of the ones that are named after guns are not actually human. Kind of. Maybe, except one. Potentially. They're all machines that have been made first to serve the civilian populace in odd jobs like being a nurse and stuff like that, and then have been repurposed for military use. Well, not military use. They're man-made, yes. They're literal robots, but they are capable. They have a self-learning AI. They have a specific personality. They're basically human in all but name. And they have one thing that usually picks them apart from human people, and that is that they can upload their consciousness to the neural cloud. And then when they die, they can get remade, and for the last time that they saved, they can download all of the data again. Except the AR team, and currently everyone. We are being currently jammed, so nobody can upload their data. Everything that is currently going on here, if somebody dies in combat here, it's gone. If M4A1, AR-15, M4 Submod 2, or M16A1 die, they're gone. And also, Angie is a human. She's just chilling. She doesn't have this benefit. Angie is just the fucking best. Establish and defend the supply line for 5 turns. Where is the supply line? Where is the supply line tile? Oh. I see. Okay. Alright, I can do this. Probably. I need to put something on this tile, but it can be like the weakest units that I have. It doesn't matter. They're not going to move from here. I'm going to put a unit here, which is going to be... Actually, what are these made from? Melee units. That's fairly okay. Melee, the mine layers might be a little bit annoying. High threat armor, okay. I'm gonna do it this way. Over here, we're gonna put the machine gun squadron. We need some armor-piercing firepower here. So, machine guns and rifles it is. Now, the good thing is I have some rifle squads and some machine gun squads. Well, one machine gun squad. We can also use this assault rifle squad because it has a bit of a special thing going on about it. And then over here we're just going to put a unit to have a unit there. The reason I'm doing this is because there's dialogue here. Even with that stirring pep talk, we alone won't be able to stop even the military's main forces. That's true. We don't stand a chance until we get the airdrop package. So by sending out M4, you're hoping the Sanguis Mastermind will take the bait. Something like that. After all, we need to prepare a backup plan, but I'm personally more for settling things myself. So what should we do next? We don't have any weapons on hand that can counter armored units. Now that things have gotten this far, it looks like we'll have to owe the Griffin Commander a favor. Ah, Griffin Commander, do you copy? Ah, it's that what's-her-face who saved you from before. I have nothing but the utmost respect for your courage in staying behind, Commander, and I believe you understand the situation that Griffin is in. The ER team and I are doing everything we can to prevent the worst from coming to pass, but the military's armored units are already headed towards them. Eh? Not saying it's ferry, but the military? I know this is a very unreasonable request to make, but I would like you and your forces to delay the military units for as long as possible, in order to buy the AR team some time. Whether or not they can complete the mission depends on how long you can waylay the enemy. My team and I will be supporting from both sides. Best of luck to the both of us. Why are they giving us another huge problem like this? Been here for a full day and night without rest. Commander, if you engage the military now... Yeah, you're right. If it's for the AR team, then we have to keep fighting. Now, again, I already spawned all units everywhere, so... There's going to be a bit of trouble with the tanks, because they have some very annoying movesets. However, I believe we're going to be fine. At least until these guys get here. Because we do have to take it, or hold it for 5 turns. And that was turn number 1. Now, there is probably a way to make those units go in specific directions. Bang. Very good. I could probably bait the enemy. At least the ones that are up in the north, the big ones. That's the strength of rifle squads. Absolutely decimating everything. Though the machine gun squad is good as well. Now here is the thing. I don't really know what to do with those military scouts back there. The big 85k units. Because if they get any closer, they are going to block our way in. Oh, you're not alerted. Well, you should be alerted. You are probably alerted and the... Oh yeah, no, the sinus didn't. So, curious. Okay, no, okay, alright, got it. Well, nice in theory, it doesn't actually work that way. What we can do. What we can do. So first of all, we're going to have to move you over here. And aggressively move out to deal with that tank. It's allegedly extremely strong to deal with. And it is. Though more the problem is that it's annoying to deal with. I'll show you. This is a mistake, and I know it's a mistake. I might actually have to look up a guide again to do how to do this mission properly. Yeah. They are obliterating our squad. Obliterating it. The good thing is that the tank in the middle is dead, so they're not actually hitting us anymore. Not that it helps us at all. We have destroyed the tank, though. We only lost the whole squad to do it, just to kill 1 battalion of tanks. Yeah, as you can see, this 20,000 is not exactly true. Now I do need to look up quickly. How do you... Singularity, there it is. Whoop. I mean, technically it is true, but it's significantly stronger. That was close. Oh no, losing this squad to this extent is basically losing us the mission already. There's no way we're going to complete this. Especially because there's another tank right at the doorstep here. There's another tank right there. Then there's these guys, which are even stronger. We're screwed. There's a specific strategy for this map that I don't remember right now. So I need to quickly look up the guide. Last Resort 2, I think. Okay. So, basically we need to restudy anyway. Currently looking at the guide, I'm very sorry. Oh, my game crashed. Unfortunate. Let me just restart. Okay. As ranking this map is one of those things that is difficult. Very, very difficult. To the point that even the guide is telling you that just don't do it. Campaign, Singularity, Endgame. Oh, Endgame. Last resort 2. Confirm start. Let's try this again. Basically, what we want to do here, and this is crucial, though a bit weird. We're also going to be wasting some resources, and I'm very well aware of that. I'm not doing this in the most effective way. It's fine. I know what I'm doing. Or at least I'd like to pretend to do so. That's the case, you know? There's going to be a lot of sacrifices made in this mission. And genuinely, I don't need most of the firepower that I have available here. There we go. First things first. We're going to switch over the M4 over here. So I would stand right there. Next. We shall perform a bit of a unit sweep here. Looking at the path that they're telling me to go, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, what? Hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, that's fine. This will all go fine. I already know it, because this squad is actually very much capable of defeating all the enemies that we're running into. Shouldn't even take much damage either. There might be some damage on Python at the bottom there, but even that shouldn't be particularly noteworthy. We're just gonna wait for a moment now. Basically, the way that we're playing this mission is we're going to bait all the enemies, all the strong enemies, away from where we are, using well, bait. That was actually close. Some of the landmines almost made it through. Apparently, they just ignore units standing in their path. That's something that I didn't consider. Because all we have to do is survive 5 turns while the supply line is established. We don't have to kill them. And that's what we're going to abuse it. The reason why I'm going through here and actually defeating all the enemies that I am is because these are too close and I can't bait them away. It's not... Okay, no, it's good. Some damage taken thanks to those mine layers, which is annoying. No mine layers in this squad, so we should be fine. Very nice. So, just move this over here so I can actually see the chat while I'm playing the game and everything. So otherwise it's gonna be a bit annoying. Okay, first of all, we need to move over here and switch M4 into the front line. Second of all, we need to move you forwards. Next, retreat this unit. We're done with that combat unit. Second of all, retreat this unit. We're done with that combat unit. From here on, it'll all be bait. Actually, this one as well. Okay. And around here. Now M4 will go and run into probably kill herself. Which is arguably kind of funny. She might be able to defeat the tanks. I don't know. But I'm... Oh, wait, actually she will. She might actually defeat the tanks here. Because M4 is ridiculous. Oh no, wait. She did die. But that's fine. We don't need her either. So, we need to spawn a unit here. Let's spawn a cheap one. You're fairly low level. And we need to spawn another one here. So, next thing we're gonna do is we shall have to move this squad all the way back here. From here on, it'll be pretty funny. Because the way that we're doing the mission is essentially we're going to let this squad die over and over and over again. Should retreat this squad. Let the turn. The way that the pathing works is that some enemies, the ones on the right side of the map, should all go to the bottom right. While the enemies up here should all run into that squad. And we're not even going to attempt to fight this. We're just going to pause, withdraw. Done. So, now we spawn that same squad again. Oh well, this squad. It doesn't matter which one of the two. But, you know. And we shall move it. Up here would be perfect. But we might have to just do with that. If that works, that's good. If it doesn't, we might have to restart. Because this tank over here, if he steps onto one of those tiles, we might be screwed. And these tanks over here might screw us over as well. They're not supposed to go for this unit over here, but they did. Yeah, that's kind of screwing us over right now. Yeah, we'll have to restart. Not very consistent, unfortunately. Basically, this entire map is a giant RNG fest. Which, for my part, kind of... You know what? We're gonna do this in a different way. Right? Because I have finished these missions before. So I can look at the log. The reason why I didn't want to do that immediately is very much specifically so they can at least show off the maps. Doop, 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 doop. So, 10-5 Singularity. Just go all the way down here. Last resort 2. There we go. Looks like the fighting's already started on NG's side. As the airdrop still not arrived. 416 and G11 are already at the lookout point. It's just a while long until the time NG gave. Understood. Also, about what Miss NG mentioned earlier. You mean about monitoring M4? She told me to report immediately to you if M4 has stopped moving or speaking for more than 3 minutes. I think she's now in a state that Miss NG described. I understand. I'm going into level 2. Can I let you handle the computation for breaking through the outer layers? Are you going to hack into Miss M4's neural cloud? You could say that. Be quiet when you go in and don't be spotted. No props, 45. Synchronizing. Is the connection up? Yeah, I'm level 2 now. But the design of this base framework, it's a Griffin model I've never seen before. No wonder they say the AR team is special. You'll never be able to tell the difference just by looking. The software for analyzing obstacles uses a lot of capacity. Would normal T-Doll actually have something of this size installed? Stop here. I'll handle the rest. Are you really going to be alright, 45? You might not be able to return if you get further in. Don't worry, I'm a pro. That's true. I'll wait for you outside. MP45 delves deep into M4A1's neural cloud. There's a ripple in the distance, and I think I can hear a voice. Is it coming from the transmissions interface? Signal's waveband looks a bit like the waveform that SF commonly uses, but some differences? I can hear a voice now. You've become less averse to interacting with me. This is a good thing. Since you've shown up, I assume you're ready to tell me where you are. Where they are. And you're prepared to meet her. As long as you hand them over. You also started to become ruthless. Your neurocloud tells me that that once you attain the outcome you desire, you will not hesitate to complete the objective of annihilating Sangus Ferry. That's fine too. It's much better than your indecisive self. Or perhaps you will let go of such dull notions once you reach out to the child. Do you still wish to proceed with this trade, knowing that I will destroy you all? There's no plurality in Sangus Ferry. I am simply me. Is finding your friends not your wish? I'm very happy to grant it. Forget it. That's all irrelevant. Give me their coordinates and I will meet with Mastermind as you ask. I've already given you location. Mastermind will meet you there. I don't want Mastermind's location. You will naturally have what you want when you get there. I should have made myself very clear. You once said you could wait. Does not seem that way to me. Let us both take a step back and do each other a favor. Can't trace this signal. Then for making a deal with Sangus Ferry. If I'm not mistaken, M4 is probably asking about the other AR team members. But why is SF paying so much attention to M4? Back so soon, 45? I've gotten the information I need. Put me through to Angie. Got it. I've prepared the channel already. Angie, can you hear me? Let me guess. It's something to do with M4. Unit 6 were right. I intercepted the transmission between Sangus Ferry and M4. They haven't given up on getting M4, at least. Transmission. Wasn't SF tracking M4? Singularity is luring M4 into the open in exchange for the location of the other members of the AR team. M4 agreed to their terms on level 2, and has demanded that she meets Mastermind. Why is Mastermind so obsessed with meeting M4? Direct that question at Persica. Good point. But it's pointless to puzzle over this right now. Can you track the location of the Sangos unit who was dealing with M4? It's hard to explain, but that signal, it seemed to originate from M4's physical location. So it wasn't so much that she was communicating with them, it looked more like she was talking to herself? You lost me. In any case, they must have a pre-arranged location if they want to lure M4 out. Did you intercept any coordinates? Did you think I would forget something so important? I've said them all to you already, so what are you planning to do next? Jesus, what is a classic? I'm going to collect the airdrop items and rig them in the ground at the intervals of 500 meters around the meeting coordinates. Not arguing about the markers. Yeah, that brings up memories. Given M4's personality, she's definitely going to head off on her own. Don't worry about her at that point. Everyone else should lie in ambush near the meeting coordinates and find a chance to seize the Mastermind. A lot of problems would be solved if we could actually capture her. That would certainly be nice. So if you can't control Mastermind, you can't stop the military. In the worst case scenario, we trigger the devices you had as Berry and vanish from the world together with Sangus Ferry. Am I right? Well, I don't know what you're airdropping. Even an idiot can tell it's nothing good. In the worst case scenario, if it really comes to that, I hope you won't blame me. You'd pull the trigger without hesitation even if I did. Don't worry, I'd do the same if I were you. There's no need to be so pessimistic yet. At the very least, you've always paid up in full, so this time I'll do my best to make you pay through the nose too. That would depend on your skills. Are you really going to use M4 as bait? It isn't time to give up yet, is it? I know that. But if we let her go by herself, even if everything goes according to plan, all foreseeable outcomes indicates that our chances of successfully capturing Mastermind are close to 0. That's why I'm going to tell them for our plan. You're going to tell her? Yes, I believe she will understand. That's because she was ruthless to begin with, even toward herself. The option to sacrifice herself might actually be a deliverance for her. Yeah, as I said, the reason why I did that there, not actually in the map, that map is pure RNG. It's AI baiting and hoping that they're reacting to the units that you want them to react to. Unfortunate. M4, do you read me? Loud and clear. I believe you understand that we're in treacherous waters. Just destroying the Sangus Ferry will not be enough to stop the military. We need to know more, understand more. So I'll give it to you straight. I already know you're going to meet Mastermind. I'm guessing she traded your location of the missing Sub-2 and M16. But in truth, you don't actually have much hope of finding them, so you're prepared to take her with you. They've been gone too long. Are you going to stop me? There's a saying, our eyes are a prison, and all we see are the world's a log jail. Don't be bound by what you know, and don't let the blind thirst for revenge lead you astray. So what? So I shouldn't do anything at all, just obey your orders. You promised me you'd let me find my friends. Well... and if they're no longer around? If they're no longer around, then everyone who hurt them will pay. So if you want revenge, on whom will you exact your vengeance? Are you planning to kill every single unit? Kill Captain Diego. Then what? There's no then. I can't just do nothing. I can't go back to being my old self, the weak and cowardly M4 I won. Cowardice may be shameful, but it's not fatal. Courage may be awe-inspiring, but it will lead you into the abyss. Then, what should I do? I don't want to keep being protected by everyone, nor do I want others to sacrifice themselves for me. If I had a choice, I wouldn't even want to be M4 I won. You still have a choice. Choose not to die with Mastermind, even if your teammates are no longer around. You want to capture her. You want me to capture her. This is our last chance. Our last chance to keep more people from getting hurt. Meet her, buy time, then the others will find a way to seize her. Do you accept this request? And if I fail, then I will activate the last resort. There'll be nothing left. Then, it makes no difference to me. It's about time. And 4, can you see the airdrop location? And how are things on 4's end? And 4? Ah, sorry, I haven't seen any airdrop. How about 4? I wasn't synced with him just now. What's with you? Don't tell me you started to get cold feet at a time like this. No, I'm just... It's a message from 4. They found the drop site. This mission's gone on for way too long. My limbs are about to fall off. Well, we need to train you from time to time, G11. Don't want to train. I want to stay at home forever. Hang in there, little. Who knows? We might never need to go on a mission again after this. Hearing that from you gives me chills. Don't sweat the small stuff. Our surroundings. Do you think M4 really doesn't know where M16 is? Is that your patrol report? I don't think she'd vanish just like that. If you're so concerned about her, then why not leave Path and join me in looking for her? So you're already here. How about 416? Sounds like a good idea to you. G11. Keep watching the perimeter with me. Why do I have to go too? Seems the main cast is all here, so let's see what this airdrop package contains. Nothing good. Strange container. Could it be a warhead? Looks like some sort of canister. There are 5 of these. I don't know where Angie got them from, but it's clear that a single one of these glass shells is scarier than all of Singularity put together. Are they so dangerous? They look pretty unassuming to me. Looks like this is going to be the biggest surprise we can give the military. A-15, it's time for you to shine. I'll leave the connection and installation of the explosives to you. Hello, Leonard. I'm doing quite well. Bitch, you're doing this on purpose, aren't you? Well, you're the record holder for explosions among us. Didn't you load up that with those things when you set out anyways? As always. My stream is going pretty well. Having fun. Don't want to die for nothing because of a little mistake during the preparation, which is why I'm leaving it to you. No, 15. Understood. I have 8 blocks of C-type TNT, which can be detonated by remote control. I also have smoke flares and the thermite strips for controlled demolition. What do you plan to do with them? Frankly speaking, I'm not too sure either. Why not ask Angie? Angie, can you hear me? We found your package. Is that so? That was sooner than I expected. Is everyone there? We're all gathered. Just waiting for your next order. Alright, this means we can move on to the next stage. I'm not looking for any art to be done at the moment, so I'm very sorry to disappoint you. Alright, this means we can move on to the next stage. Before you send us to our deaths, would you mind telling us what these things contain? Let me see. From the image, I'm guessing that the sealed radio polarizers. So what's inside them? I can tell it's collapse fluid. I can't believe that the old man actually dared drop the stuff from the air, and 5 canisters too. Still, each canister doesn't seem to contain much, which means the contaminated zone won't be too large either. Isn't the stuff that triggered the previous World War? To think we'd have it all, actually read up on our history. That deserves praise. Heh. By putting the collapse fluid together with the remote-controlled explosives, I take you want to make dirty bombs. The stuff is going to affect humans a lot more than dolls when it goes off, right? Collapse radiation. Dolls were initially developed because of humans couldn't enter contaminated zones filled with radiation. That's part of the history class too. So we're not the only ones who are going to die. This may sound weird coming from me, but I'm the one who's most likely to die. After all, death is a distant concept of dolls. No, it's fine at the moment. I'm sorry, I don't need anything at the moment. Distant concept, huh? I can't just agree with that. That's true. After all, you've gone through different things than ordinary dolls. Alright, enough chit-chat. I've sent the coordinates where I want them to be planted. Once they're in place, get as far away from them as possible. Dolls aren't easily affected by collapse radiation, but the explosion generates extreme temperatures that can even melt the military armor plating. Yeah, deal weapon for dealing with the military and Sangos Ferry. Yes, but I would like all of us to get out of the blast radius before using it. But I suppose we can evacuate only if we have Mastermind with us. We either capture her, or blow everyone to Kingdom Come. Well, Yohata, y'all know what to do. Pairing up will make it quicker. I'll handle the 2 canisters. No problem. 9 will be with me and 416 with G11. Alright, get to work. So, we're back to a normal mission with not absolutely insanely high combat stats. Also, it seems to be another mission where we have to just defeat the enemy. Quote unquote, just. There are some small annoyances here. What is a fish? Lol. Now, normally I wouldn't be using an assault rifle squad against these enemies. However, sometimes you just have to make do. Yes, yes. I mean, it's just, you know, it's no big deal. We gotta walk into the bomb. And then we're gonna spawn a military, a machine gun squad, rather. I am not sure what I'm doing here. I'm just shuffling around stuff, I guess. There was no bomb in here. Guessing assault rifles aren't too effective. Assault rifles are generalists and very good against almost everything, except armor. They're not good against armor. Most of the units here are armored units. I'm just very confused about why these guys don't have a... Apparently they do have a bomb, but just died immediately? It's very weird. Okay. Odd. Machine guns, on the other hand, are extremely effective against armor. This is in fact how effective they are. Just watch. As the squad will just suddenly evaporate. Rifles are also extremely effective against armor, but at the moment, we don't have a rifle squad on the field. I can change that though. Let me spawn this squad. Also, for every squad that I've spawned on the map, I get more movement points. Oops, I also just dropped something. Now this might not go as well as the other one with the assault rifle squad because no, actually they're doing okay. They're doing okay. It's another assault rifle squad against armor units. It takes a bit longer. Machine gun squad will shred again. They're all dead. No survivors. Very good. Now the rifle squad. This is going to take a moment longer, but at the same time, I can never get sick of just seeing the blappening. As NTW just one-taps one enemy after the other. It's great. So, the inner circle has been freed. From what I can tell, this probably requires a rifle squad. Which I'm going to spawn a second one for, after I repaired it. You shall move over there. You shall move over there. You'll fight this squad over here. Doesn't seem to have much firepower. It's probably just a lot of Dynagates. Okay, it's not just Dynagates, but it is a shitload of Dynagates. Up until 416, collapse them all. Ah yes, grenade launchers. They're very good against crowds. Some other bits. We've wiped 7, there's 8 left. You know what? I shall spawn even more squads. For more movement points. Because why not? Capture the middle. Very nice. IWS is loud, but again, very funny. Also, this kind of squad is specifically called an Exodia Squadron. Or Echelon. Because we're using 4 handguns to just buff the rifle to Kingdom Come. You can do this with almost any rifle, but I'm using IWS because she's fun. I think you can even do that with assault rifles. Though at that point you're kind of missing the point because rifles deal the big, like, burst damage. So. Let's just switch out some squads over here. Have you face that guy. While this squadron will run into the enemy mechs. Into the manticores. And MPW will start eliminating them, one after the other. Very fun, very fun. Okay. I think IWS should actually be able to handle the squad down here. Most of the enemies will stop and try to attack that decoy. Till it's dead. And then the entire squad dies. In like no time whatsoever. I really like the squad because it's like... You deal almost no damage for the first like 5 to 10 seconds of the battle, and then suddenly everything stops existing. It's great. Attack! Flop. IDW, Danya! Totally not the most annoying sound in the game. Just dealing with the last stranglers of the enemy squad here. There shouldn't be too many enemies left that we have to deal with. Maybe like 3 or 4. 3, in fact. 3 more enemies have to die. One is up there, one is over there, and one is down here. This shouldn't be too bad. We have a fairly firepower heavy squad here. But the enemy does deal a lot of damage, but we deal just even more back to them. So it's all okay. Very good, very good. And we shall move you over here. We shall move you over here. so that both of these enemy squads are going to commit suicide by Griffin squad in the next turn. We won't be attacking them. They'll be attacking us. It's self-defense, I swear. There's not going to be much happening here. Just going to be a plop from 416, and suddenly half the enemies are dead. UMP9 almost died, though. She's at 50 HP. Also, this game is not too harsh. Like, if a unit dies, you can just repair them and everything, so it's not a big deal. Oh, that was a bit of a freeze. Purple Kano, or Great Kano, has done the most damage. And that should be the mission done. A15. What is it? When you were in that building back then, and you knew you were about to die, what were you thinking? Did you ever consider what would you do if your sacrifice was for nothing? Even if you didn't care about what we thought, well, if I didn't do it, none of us would have been able to get out of there. The situation back then would have killed everyone, including you. And that principle order of mine didn't allow me to permit such an outcome. Even if it meant sacrificing yourself. Everyone in the AR team, with the exception of yourself, was created to protect you. That was the most fundamental order Persica gave us, and the pretext behind every action we took. We went through many iterations in order to be strong enough to protect you. While I didn't have much experience, M16 had been through many battles already, which was why Persica allowed you to operate on the battlefield. Rowan said that she was made for the express purpose of saving me. So she was the same, huh? Looks like Persica really cherishes you. You truly are a lucky doll. It wasn't my intention to make you sacrifice yourself for me over and over again. If I had a choice, I'd rather be the one who disappeared. Unfortunately, we're adults, and we never had the right to choose in the first place. Yet you still came by your own will, didn't you? And you needed more hands to complete the mission. And I had no reason to refuse her. Whatever your reasons, you've already made your decision. If you steeled yourself to walk my path, then the last thing I can do is to remind you that more people hope for your safety than you think. If all you needed to stop me was to take me down, could you do it? Take you down? You mean snapping you off your legs and carrying you around the whole day all over again? Forget it. We both know even if I did that, it wouldn't change your mind. AK-12 once said that you're actually so intent on finding Sob, you could barely focus on your mission. Now I believe it. I'm the leader of the AR team, and I have a responsibility to bring them home. AR-15, you matter much more to me than my revenge. I guess hearing you say that has put me at ease. But M4, if you pursue this matter, you must not consider yourself the biggest sacrifice you can make. Do you understand? I'm no longer bound by the principal order, but the others aren't like me. If you want to die, think about Sub 2's smile first. M4 smiles. We've got a hard battle ahead of us. Go rest and recharge first. I'll keep an eye on the surroundings. We'll alternate shifts. You don't need to come up with such an excuse to give me the slip. I won't even bother looking for you. I forgot this wasn't the AR team anymore. Well, that's fine too, in that case. Even if this isn't the AR team anymore, you're still my team leader. I'm sure you have some compelling reason not to do this alone, and I respect your decision. Thank you, AR-15. AR-15 turns her back on M4. Just this once. Bring them back with you. Don't let our sacrifices be in vain. It's time for your scheduled call-in. Anything you want to report? Am I still alive? Make it 12, huh? M4's gone AWOL. Oh, Angel knew she'd do that. In any case, there's a new rendezvous point. You'd best hurry over. Since she knew this would happen and took no precautions, am I right to understand that she's using M4 as bait for Sangus Ferry? She's just bait for now. The military has already shaken off Griffin's blockade and is heading away. If you don't hurry, the bait might just end up becoming a sacrificial lamb. How much longer do we have? 30 minutes at most. So little time. I have one more question. Does Angie plan on having all of us survive? From what I know of her, she wouldn't care less about herself. You'd know, given the events in Save Us 3. Then I'll trust them one more time. Last resort 4. Very nice. Welcome. We are now meeting Eliza, the mastermind. It's that little girl in the middle. You've come at last. Yes, I'm here, mastermind. I would like you to call me Eliza, and I would call you Lunasia. I don't need you to pick a name for me. But that is your original name. Our original name. I don't care about names. And here I thought you were finally willing to accept yourself. I didn't come here to accept myself. Well, I'm 16, I'm sub. What are you talking about? I'm right here. I kept my end of the bargain. How about you? Where are my friends? She told me you would come, but she didn't tell me about any agreements. You liar. You liar. Can't believe I actually believed you. I didn't lie to you. It's loading. Die, Sangler scum. Mistress. That's blocked. Agent, it turned out just as you said. Don't be sad, mistress. This was not your fault. Please allow me to take care of these Griffin remnants. We'll see you'll be taking care of whom. M4, get down. Ladies, this really is our last job. Like hell, I believe that. So this is the final boss of Sangus Ferry. Looks pretty scary. Aw, don't worry so much. Just keep suppressing it, 11. Humans are Griffin dolls. You're all utterly shameless. Who's shameless? Who took my friends one after another? And what do you know, puppet of the humans? I should have done a more thorough job with you back then. It's too late for regrets. Now pay the price for your foolishness. Yeah, I think I'll be avoiding her. Except I can't. Shit. Considering the 165,000 strength on that squad, I think there's some mechanic to this. However, I don't remember it. Ain't this just a grand old time? Well, apparently, I just opened the guide, by the way, just to let you know what I did on the side. I opened the guide. The guide just said, there's no easy way out of this. You just have to kill Agent. Good luck. Well, if you phrase it this way, you know, guess I'm just gonna run into Agent. I'm sure it'll be fine. And we are dealing a good chunk of damage to her. Unfortunately, I know her mechanics to an extent. You're dying awfully quickly right now. Okay. There's Scarecrow. Teleported again. Now we have Executioner, and we're going through most, if not all, of the bosses in order. Now the good thing is that our shield doesn't do much, and we are just going to continue damaging her. I think if the fight goes on for long enough, you will actually go through all of the bosses. However, not now. And Agent's dead. 165,000 strength, my ass. She's too damn tough. Can't anyone break through her defenses? Angie, Agent's tougher than we expected. We need backup. Can you pin down Mastermind? Wait for me to get there. Angie, I must thank you for helping me complete my mission once again. Yeah, go. But this is a secure channel. Your signal blockheads are as crude as ever. I told you before that they would be the death of you. Since when did he start listening in? Since just now. I have no interest in whatever nonsense you've been talking about. That said, I'm quite surprised that you managed to survive both times, but you're running out of body parts to replace with prosthetics. I'd suggest you give up for now. Do you want to know why I managed to escape each time? Because you're always so overconfident. Sharp tongue to the ends. Begin the attack. What? Armored units. They're military tanks. Here you go. 45. What's the situation now? We can't pierce the tank armor. The enemy separated us from Mastermind. They're coming down on us hard. I don't care what you do. Do everything in your power to keep them from taking Mastermind. Do you hear me? I'll bring Griffin back up right away. You might as well ask a sheep to go up to a starving wolf and preach about the vegan lifestyle. Stop whining. We've got to find a way to fight back. The military is here again to betray us and shoot us in the back. Isn't that just nice? Last resort number 5. Now, what have I told you there was something that you can do to Jaeger to piss him off majorly. Scott 4-4, how are you holding up? And you seem to have forgotten that 4-4 was never meant to fight pitched battles like this. Things aren't looking too good. Hurry up and think of a solution with that devious neurocloud of yours, UMP. Even the most devious neurocloud can't shoot through 150mm of armor plating. That's thin for tanks. What about Angie's last resort? It's not time yet. Angie hasn't given the order. Griffin signals. 700 meters on the right flank. Is it the commander? And 445, so you copy. The commander and I are exchanging fire with the military. We'll delay them, so use this opportunity to pick your way through the scattered units. You must find Mastermind. Do you hear me? 416 and G11, get on that tower up there and provide fire support. And 4, come with me in 9. We're taking on the shortest route. What do you mean the shortest route? I tried to commit suicide. From what I can see, the tanks can't shoot at low angles. Draw the fire away from us. If we move fast enough, we might have a ghost of a chance to do this. You're all insane. G11, get up. We're moving. Right away. So. These things are annoying. What is our mission objective here? I hope it's not the command post. Ah, fuck. Ah. Of course it had to be the command post. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Well, well, well. Ready to move, 45. 416, G11, listen up. The electromagnetic cannons take 20 seconds to charge. Hit them as hard as you can to draw attention of the fire control and leave 10 seconds to to reposition. Got that? Fire everything you've got. On it. Hurry, run. Run before the turret hunts us. Running. 8 seconds, 416, hurry up and move. I don't need you to remind me. Holy crap, 416, run! That was enough to cut the lifespan of all my lives parts in half. No time to complain. One more time, Mine. Get ready to follow me. Didn't think we'd actually manage to get through. 45, what's your status? We're holding on, but just barely. 9, keep close. 416 again. You're all insane. I'm insane. My gun's barrel's overheating. Keep shooting. Fire until your weapon breaks. We're safe. Scheiße, that tank recharged its cannon. What? Was it anticipating us? 416, move quick. It's too late. I'm finally going to... 45, stay in cover. There's still time. There's one last block of TNT. No good. They're too close. Am I alive? Wake up, 416. We have to reposition. 45. That really hurts. A15, cover me and bring her back. On it. It hurts so much. So that's how much it hurts to be shot. Keep quiet, I've dragged her back. 45. Oh. Am I really insane? Are you an imposter? You actually did that for us. You and G11 still owe me. I can't let you off so easily. 6 pieces of shrapnel. Help me cut off the signal transmission to the path where she was hit. Good thing they're not fatal. Got any dummies to back up to? They all used up. And we'll just have to see how tough she is. NG45 is injured. The rest of 4th Force is running low on ammo. Do you have a plan? 45? Hey, 45! Still hanging in there somehow, but we can't keep up the offensive. NG, please tell me you have a trump card you haven't used yet. And 4, hold position. We're close to you now. Wait for me and the Griffin forces to come get you. Even with the commander's assistance, our chances of victory are still... Got it. 45, not dead yet. All thanks to you. This is what you really want, right? The detonator? First, I didn't want you to touch such a dangerous thing, but things being what they are now, we don't have any other choice. Thank you. Someone needs to carry out the last resort. Think carefully before pushing the button. We'll all be within the contamination radius if you trigger it now. While dogs can still move around inside the contaminated zone, for a while, as long as they avoid ground zero, humans will be severely affected by the radiation. Engine the commander. That's right. I've told you the price of pushing the button. What you do next is entirely up to you. Basically. Dirty nukes. And we've gotten 5 of them. This is entirely fine, and it's definitely safe to give me one of those. Very good. Very good. This might just be a bit of an awkward situation here. No, we can do this. We can do this. Coincidentally, we just have enough moves to not save the squad in this exact turn, but to make sure that they're not going to die. So that's good. So what we're going to do is not rescue, but switch places. That way, this squad is not going to get attacked and not die, while we can actually take the time and spawn a second squad. Which we're going to need. Because if our HQ gets captured, which might happen with that military guards unit running up to us, we'll lose. Blop, 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 blop. Now this squad is not exactly the best for this, I'll have to admit. Mainly because it is a rifle squad and the enemies that are rushing us are extremely quick. So now we shall rescue this unit. And evacuate it. Pretty sure that was an S rank requirement. No, actually. 5 turns without losing any units. 5 turns? Why 5 turns? 5 turns to get all the way through there? Something's fucky. Hmm. Something's quite fucky here. I'm gonna have to restart here, I think. Not exactly as I want to approach this. But, hey. Oh, great. We'll fall on storage again. Merging more adults into this, that's fine. Yes, yes, I know. Chapter 3. Last result 5, let's go. Again. Yeah, there is a gimmick in this mission. I'm looking at the guide right now again. You see, some of these maps have some extra mechanics to them. And it's very obvious that there is one in this mission, but where it is a different question entirely. Burnt. At least the machine gun squad is doing good work. Making short work of the enemy here. So next up, we switch these. And we shall move you over here. And the turn. Okay, so the gimmick is reaching a certain node. Hang on a minute. I've got an idea. Actually, I need to do that anyway. I have to get some extra movement points here. Ding, 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 ding. You know what? Why not? Let's use the Sanguis squat. Okay, that actually removes a lot of enemies. You don't understand whether people go into Pathfinder when they know they got food in the first 20 minutes. I don't know either, Classic. I don't know either. But you also are aware that that's always been a thing. It's fine. Blop, 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 and blop, blop, blop. All the enemies are gone. Now, not all the enemies, but, you know, all the enemies that are in our path. If we hit the last question mark note, the last enemies, apart from that tank, will also disappear. However, the tank is still there, and that's dangerous. So let's quickly move over there. 1 and a 2. It's going to make all of them disappear. And we're just going to run away. Now we just basically have to run to the end, as the tank follows the squad 4-4 that we have done here. I could have moved one tile further. I'm an idiot. I didn't realize. Like the smartass that I am. Tank's gonna move one tile up. We're gonna have to go around it. Oh hey, we can actually wait there. That's good. No, we're not gonna get an S rank. Because we didn't do it in 5 turns. Well, that's fine too. Also got brain damage, not really from the guy who kept taking half arena cleave like a champ. Ah yes. Sounds like the best teammate. Almost sounds like somebody trying to get rescued away from an AoE, and then getting himself stunned before he could get rescued. Are they still resisting? Status report. Sir, the Griffin terrorists can't break through the defensive line, and we've cornered our target. Success is at hand. Very good. Don't get careless. Press the attack. Yes, sir. And 4, sit rep. You finally made it. 45 is critically damaged, and the others are almost out of ammo. Sorry, Angie. It's my fault for being so demanding. UMP9, can you lead Squad 4-4 and retreating back to Griffin's position? Shouldn't be a problem. I'm counting on you. What about Sangus Ferry? Mastermind is surrounded, and the defenses won't last more than a few minutes. Can the commander's unit continue pushing forward? It'll be very difficult. The military's firepower is just too intense, and Griffin forces are running out of gas. What's the plan now, then? We'll have Griffin draw their fire for us one last time. Then task force defined, I will assault Mastermind's position. NG, I don't want to interrupt, but Agent's signal just vanished. Captain, we've broken through Sangus Ferry's final line of defense and successfully seized Mastermind. Very good. Move the package to the rendezvous point immediately. General, we captured Mastermind are preparing to move to the train station. Wonderful. Transport the package ASAP. What about Griffin and the remaining units from the Federal Security Service? Annihilate them. Leave no survivors. Understood. This is Jaeger. Mastermind will be transported to the train station by the autonomous units. Armored forces, change course and wipe out any remaining terrorists. Sir. Angie, there's more of the military tanks. They've turned around and heading this way. Yeah, I got Mastermind. It's the worst case scenario. Last resort. In the end, this has to come to this, huh? Yeah. Do you still remember the first time you killed someone? The fear, the unease, but also the sweetness of revenge. It was intoxicating. You killed them, one after the other, just like squashing ants. Now that you're a doll, do you still dare to do the same thing? Shut up, get lost. There's nothing that I wouldn't dare not do now. Even if it means killing the dolls and humans here. Shut up, shut up, shut up! M4 looks down at the detonator. M4, do it now. NG. Don't tell me you're going to set it off, right? There's no time. Do you think you can survive at such close range? Angel looks like an AK-12. It doesn't matter. You can continue carrying out the mission. Even if you don't care about yourself, spare thought for the Griffin commander. They're still fighting the military. There's no time for that, M4, do it. Damn it, understood. M4 triggers the detonator. An ear-splitting explosion immediately sounds in the distance, followed by an intense shockwave. Get down, everyone get down. Hold on to me, 15. Don't get blown away. Try. Is there any way we can learn of their situation? The jamming is severe. Can't pick them up by the signals. Going by the naked eye, everything within 500 meters of the collapsed fluid locations has been vaporized. No surviving enemy units. The enemy must be also in total disarray. This is our last chance to... It's the blood. Angie! It's no big deal. I've just been irradiated. Stop gawking at me. Get a move on. How about you? Why are you worrying about me? Catch up to Mastermind and finish the mission. M4. I'm listening. Take the Phi and capture Mastermind at all costs. Got it? Everyone, with me. Angie is nuts. Oh yes, let me just detonate this dirty bomb in the same vicinity as myself. Welcome to the final mission of Singularity. The military units aren't moving anymore. Were they too close to ground zero? The units controlling them ditched their gear and fled. That's our only stroke of luck. AK-12, can you track Mastermind signal now? All frequencies are still being jammed, but the military should be facing the same problem. Right now, I'm just plotting a rough course of projected from the previous data. Moving target at 4 o'clock. They're heading into the train station. That must be them. We have to catch up. They spotted us too. Some of the units have stopped and are trying to block us. We don't have heavy weapons. M4, we won't make it like this. I can get on the train. Cover me. Roger, M4. We'll leave the rest to you. Now about this entire mission aim, right? Our goal is to get M4 onto that train. Basically the command post up there. It's a gimmick mission. Which means I'm definitely going to go and look up the guide because pain. Gimmick missions, if you don't know the mechanics exactly, are a bit painful. End game. So, we need 2 combat units and 1 dummy unit. Dummy units basically being sacrificial lambs. Okay, we need 2 combat squads that can handle armor units. Is there any mine layers here? Yes, there is. That's unfortunate. With that. Alright. Also, M4 is a bit busted. Not gonna lie. This being M4 Mod 3, she has insane firepower. I made a mistake. A small mistake, and I'm pretty sure that it's gonna be fine. Maybe it won't be fine. It's a small mistake that might have big consequences. Actually, let's just restart. We didn't get far into the map yet. The thing that I forgot was to set M4 to wait, which unfortunately does mean that she took damage. It's wasting a bit of ammo and stuff, but fine. Yes, go on, move. There you go. Stand by. End the turn. Hurt. Very good. Okay. There we go. That's all we're going to do this turn. Very nice. There's actually a way that I could potentially upgrade this machine gun squadron. There we go. And the turn. This squad should be more than fine. But while the enemy has broken through the defenses, we've shredded them. There's nothing left. Very good. Very, very good. Ah, come on, the enemy actually survived long enough for me to have to reload. God damn it. Okay. Also, a quick comment on my behalf here. This music right now that's playing in the background is very reminiscent to me of Contact Collection boss music. For the people that have never played the game, that probably doesn't make much sense, but for the people that have, and have listened to the music, it might. End the turn. That's all we're going to do this turn. That enemy squad actually did some damage to Sat 8. Nothing big. She still has a lot of HP left over, but still a bit annoying. So we're going to quickly resupply again. Just in case we need it. Which we might just. Go. This is fine. Very good, very good. Next up, set you to eliminate. Now there's two choices where the military crab will go. Either it'll go to the right and try to attack the machine gun squad, or it's going to go down trying to attack M4. It's going to the right. Perfect. That's what we want. Hey look, I got another M12. Well, turns out we're just running now. This is fine. We might be taking some damage here again because... Oh no, wait, this time around the enemy does actually die all the way. I think using MG4 here wouldn't be a bad idea. At the same time, I need to upgrade our skills. So, swap all the way down here. And retreat. Next up, shuffle down here. To leave the aggro range of those enemies. That way these big guys are not actually aggroing on us. And Paul can just continuously go north, I guess. Oh yeah, okay. No, I know what I need to do now. Basically block her from going right. And would you look at that? Now, who could that be, my friends? A boss has appeared, and it ain't the military unit. Now, for the people that have played this game, there's a very well-known factor in this squad. Unfortunately, she's not working for us right now. Very good. Turn 8. We need to avoid the tank. Now here's the thing. We now have a choice. We can either A, fight this boss, M16A1, using our own echelon, which is going to be tough, but doable. Now, M16A1 has some very specific mechanics. However, we're going to try it. She is very strong. And is probably one of the most mechanic-heavy boss fights that I've seen in the game. Which I can just demonstrate real quick. We can afterwards still just go and let M4 do the thing, so it's fine. Made it in the last minute. The train is setting off. Must find Masamune before we reach the destination. Where is she? Click. Target identified. Hostile unit. Activating active defense protocol. More defense forces? Come on. The reason why I'm kiting here is because it makes it a lot more consistent. Now this map is long, as you can probably tell already. Finally done with them. There's masterminds in this carriage. Well, no. Who's that? M16, why are you here? Persica wasn't lying. You have changed. The way you look. What happened to you? What happened to me? I was captured and brainwashed by Singularity. Unfortunately, that means I have no choice but to fight my former friends. Is this explanation adequate? What are you talking about? M16A1 flashes an enigmatic smile. This man is unquestionably hers. I'm actually feeling pretty good. Nothing is more reassuring than possessing immense power that I'm free to wield. Still, the time hasn't come for you to melt, and it wouldn't be wise to stay any longer. I'll be taking Eliza with me. Wait, you can't take her? Why? Because the human said so. I don't give a good damn about why. At least explain yourself. She's too dangerous for you right now, so no, she's too dangerous for all of us. It's not time yet. If you won't let her go, I'll just have to take her by force. Oh yeah, perfect. Show me how much you've grown. Welcome, M16A1. This boss fight is basically tailor-made to be done by M4. Which is not great for us. Ah, almost. We almost had her, but that's fine. We can now just set M4 I want to eliminate, and basically the same thing happens again. It's very much a boss fight that is intended to be done with M4. I'm going to skip the dialogue. The dialogue is the exact same. If we had rolled any luckier just now, it would have probably worked out. Because one or two more shots and she would have died. Which, by the way, would have unlocked the secret map. that I don't actually have unlocked because I didn't bother trying to defeat her with my own squad when the event was actually running. Oh, actually, her health gets saved as well, so she's gonna just probably die. The only thing that's a bit annoying right now is that because she's already at that low HP, all the health gated skills activate at once, so we just have to dodge 3 times in a row. And, yeah. That's going to surround capture that command post, and we win. Not attacking me anymore. I'm out of ammo. Looks like you finally familiarized with yourself with that case. I didn't expect that. Would you make the effort and try to be there with your squad for the special thing? I mean, I just tried. It just didn't work. Why? Why are you on Sangus Ferry's side? I'm helping you, just in a different way. 16. No matter how you were infected by Parapluie, Bicycle will surely be able to save you, so please. It's no use. People are like trees. The higher the branches grow toward the bright sky, the further the roots must stretch into the murky depths. Don't worry. This won't be the last time we fire on each other. 16. When you become stronger, we'll meet again. Yes, we've obtained the official endorsement. We finally have a reason to purge them. Yes, sir, right away. The shining beacon in a brave new world, indeed. To be continued. Singularity end. That was Singularity. Which is one of the very first really big events. Now, right after this is going to be the next event. Also, I think this is the first event that actually ended with a special song. And the question is, do we actually get a proper ending video, or are we just gonna get credits? Because last time that we finished an event on stream, we had a proper video. But I think this time around it's just gonna be credits and nothing else. At least I think. I don't know what's going to happen. It's been a few years since I last watched this, or played this event. Also, I have to admit that when I played this event, I wasn't using sound, so I didn't actually hear the song either. Anyway, considering the fact that we're going to stop the event here, and I'll stop the stream here, I think I'm just going to chill on this screen and start my raid, though I don't know who I'll be raiding today. I have a general idea of who I could raid, but for that I need to quickly check if they're still online. Let me quickly check. They are in fact still alive. So let me just counter-raid them. Because they raided me a few days ago. And I can't have that without raiding them back at least once. Right? So let me just click that button. we shall raid Fujiki Foxfire, which is a person that I have gotten to know, or gotten the name from Bakasura. And they raided me a few days ago. They're currently playing Cult of the Lamb, and I'm going to just go and say hello. So, I'm going to be back tomorrow with Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts, where we're going to make the German Navy absolutely rule the seas. Or at least hopefully. We've actually got some battleships that can fight the French Dreadnoughts now. The French Dreadnoughts are in fact just falling like flies now that we actually have ships that can fight them properly. Which is hilarious. Anyway, have a good night, and see ya. Bye.